coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Mills on first down. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 14. Throwing, Mills.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Fourth down, Mills. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Play action now, Mills.
Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
From the 27,
Mills delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ready, set. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From midfield now, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Jalen Reeves nailed it. They're going to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Desmond King back deep. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Mills to throw for it on 4th. Cooks on the quick slant. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A first down throw for Mills.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
To try again after the sack.
Mills.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Now Mills on 4th down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Mills again.
And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mills to throw it. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And
touchdown! Brevin Jordan, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First down, Mills.
Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack on first down,
Mills.
This is caught. It's Cooks.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Mills.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it is now 21-0.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Play fake, Mills. Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
The slot man in motion right.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Throwing, Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Mills. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll run here with Pierce.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Mills.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Ready, break.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Hayden Hurst from 13 yards out.
And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Mills.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mills now.
He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
4th down, Mills.
Johnson's got it complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mills to the air again.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 36, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Here's Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Mills looking to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mays used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Hey, you.
Lawrence.
Caught by Jones.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Hey, exit. Go.
Lawrence.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. ETN up the middle.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Jaguars have won the game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? opening the season and you open within the division, you knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Jacksonville, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week.